Hey there, this is the One Boom, and I'm sure you guys have heard a lot about Black Ops 3 Beta. You've heard everyone's opinion about it, but I thought you guys want to know mine. This is mostly for my more hardcore fans, but if you have never heard someone's thoughts about Black Ops 3 Beta, here are mine, and I just want to address something real quick here. Just because I praise something doesn't make me a fanboy, and just because I hate on something doesn't just make me a hater. Now, there's a big misconception that if you're not critical enough about it, you're dumb, you're a fanboy, you're a money whore, you're being paid to say it. And if you diss on it too much, you're just a hater, you're cynical, you're an asshole. These are my honest opinions, and if they seem too positive or too critical, then that's just kind of my opinions, and that's how they go. They're biased because they're mine. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Take from me, Okay, well anyway, so Black Ops 3 thoughts. I have a little list in front of me. I'm going to go down this list on order of things that I keep seeing on Twitter and everything, and I just want to talk about things that are more important than other things later. So anyway, first things first, rejack. In my personal opinion, the rejack ability is overrated and over-complained about. Now, I didn't like the fact that it allowed people to go on enormous streaks, and I didn't like the fact that the person that does the rejack, they come out of the green smoke and they can just kind of gun you down. I like how it takes a little bit longer for them to get up now after the latest nerf and everything. So the ability to bring yourself back to life, rejack, is not a death streak. It is not overpowered. It's not spammed. And I've played against whole teams using rejack. I know because that's what I keep saying. Oh, it's okay unless you fight a whole team of it. I fought a whole team of it and it gave me mostly double kills because I shoot them and then they get up and then I shoot them again and it was not a big deal. Black hats. Next thing I want to talk about is black hats. They need a tweak. Now, I thought people complaining about it were just the people that think that every Call of Duty is about getting the highest streak. Well, I ate my own words when I was in a match, and my friend, who, he's a good player, very good player, his name's the Mighty JK, he's a good player and everything, but he rarely goes 35-0. He started just tearing people up, and he started getting streak after streak, wraith after wraith. And every time he got a wraith, which if you guys don't know, it's basically a stealth chopper, every time he got one, it was hacked and it would start killing us. The black hats, the way the black hats work right now, you have to hack something once to break its firewall and twice to make it yours. So you can hack someone's, basically stealth chopper and it'll mow down people for you. So that was a bit annoying. So he actually probably should have just stopped calling in streaks. So when you have to stop calling in streaks just because the enemy team will turn it against you, that's a little frustrating. And kind of is a big middle finger to the players that do go on decent streaks like that. Speaking of streaks, the Hailstorm Missile. The Hailstorm Missile needs a tweak. It needs to have smaller explosions, less rockets, less heat-seeking potential, less spread, slower velocity, something. Oh my god, it needs to be louder. It needs some kind of tweak, and I know you're going to say, Engineer. If you have the Engineer perk, you can see it coming on the map. Well, Engineer is kind of a late unlock, and not everyone should have to run Engineer because this streak is everywhere. I think it should cost a little less than other streaks. It's basically a Predator missile. If they make it basically like the Black Ops 2 Hailstorm missile, I won't be complaining about it. But man, oh man, does it just seem overpowered, and it doesn't really bode well with me. So anyway, the Hailstorm missile definitely needs a tweak in my opinion. And now we're going to talk about weapon balance. Now, weapon balance in this game seemed pretty good. There didn't seem to be too many weapons that were just so blatantly easy to use that anybody picked them up and you just kept dying by them. And that's true, except for a couple exceptions. Razorback and the M8A7. I know they've been nerfed. I don't want to hear that in the comment section. They still have like the best DPS ever, and that's damage per second. They still seem to... The Razorback still seems to hit me at mid-range. Even at the last day of the beta after the patch hit, I was getting melted at mid-range by the Razorback on a good connection. And the M8A7 is just scary good. Even with the slower fire rate and the more recoil, it's still scary good. And if you're going to have a burst rifle that's that good, at least buff the other one, the XR2. The XR2 definitely needs a buff. It needs more one burst kills. Also, the P06 or whatever, the burst sniper rifle, yeah, that sucks. There's no reason to use it. And I'm not one of those people that thinks you need to run the most optimal weapon each time, but the sniper brings nothing to the table. A 3-round burst sniper rifle, that's to charge up, so it's like zzz, and then it has to land all 3 shots to get a kill. So it's and it gets a kill. There's no point in that. It doesn't penetrate walls better. It doesn't do extra damage to streaks. I tried. It took me 2 magazines to take out a UAV. Not a good weapon. There's no reason for it. I think they were trying to be clever, but either remove the recharge, remove the charge rate on it, or make it do something really powerful. If my sniper rifle has to charge up, it should rip through walls. It should do a ton of damage, not needing 3 shots to kill. Also, the Weevil SMG, I know you'll hear a lot of YouTubers saying they like it, but the hard statistic is I found someone that was AFK and I lined it up, and point blank range is 4 shots to kill. And a little bit of a longer range, and I don't mean like a long range, I mean still close range, I mean still you could reach out and smack the person, was about a 5-shot kill to their chest and stomach. So the Weevil SMG has too much recoil, not enough damage, it's got a ton of ammo, but if it's gonna have high recoil and low damage at the same time, that doesn't work out. It needs to either be really accurate or hit really hard. Next, about the perks. What do I think about the perks? The perks are nice. The perks are decent. They all do something important. Some more than others. I think perks like Fast Hands and Hardwired do a hell of a lot. Like if you read the descriptions of Hardwired and Cold Blooded, they just do a billion things. So yeah, those probably need to tone down a little bit. But there wasn't any crutch perks. There's no toughness. There's no low profile. There's no blind eye. There's no perk. Well, there is blind eye, but it's not necessary. The game doesn't basically force you into having to use something. Even Blast Suppressor isn't that useful in the game, which is good. I think it's good that we don't have any crutch perks, because then you can really customize your class and not just have a ton of the same class with different weapons. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you guys have played Ghosts and Advanced Warfare, you guys know that crutch perks were a big deal, even in Black Ops 2. So no crutch perks in Black Ops 3, which is great. And now the maps. I already talked about the map design in a previous video, so you can go watch that. It's kind of it's a video anyway, you can go watch it. Anyway, the maps in Black Ops 3, I like the philosophy behind them. I like how there's a lot of movement potential, but it's not very vertical. There's not a ton of power positions, and if there is, there's a counter to it. You know, if there's a head glitch spot that overlooks the map here, there's one over here, and to be honest, I genuinely like the Black Ops 3 maps. Except for Combine, because Combine has a little issue with head glitches facing the spawn locations, which is a little messy, but I'm sure that'll get tweaked somehow. Maybe make the spawns different or add a different object into the map, because the spawns on Combine are a little messy. Also, the movement in the game. I love the movement. Me and my girlfriend were playing, and we both agreed that the movement is just spot on. It feels good, it's fun to do, and it's not spammed. It's not Advanced Warfare where you need to be jumping, you need to be bouncing. You actually just use your movements to flank or find an alternate route, but it's never to be spammed. It's for tactical use, it's for flanking, it's for having fun, and it's not just to win gunfights, because you're not going to win a lot of gunfights when you're wall running or floating up really slowly with your, what is it, the thruster pack? Yeah, not the boost. And yeah, anyway, your little thruster pack. And also, water combat. The underwater combat in Black Ops 3 I thought was super gimmicky, but it was actually kind of fun. It adds a different aspect to it. It's kind of fun being in the water, hearing someone jump in, and then you just kind of hunt for them, and it's fun. It sounds cool underwater. It's kind of a cool idea. Way better than Advanced Warfare's little weird pull out your knife and try to swim thing, but anyway, yeah, I really enjoy the water in Black Ops 3. And now flinch. Flinch is a tad strong. When you get shot, your sights kick up a bit. Some people apparently don't notice any flinch. That's okay. That doesn't mean it's not there. There's a ton of flinch. People have been complaining about it. And David Vonderhaar said he was going to tweak your first shot flinch. So basically the first shot you get hit by kicks up your sights like so much. So they're going to fix that a bit and make sure that your flinch is reduced, because it's kind of irritating when I'm in a gunfight and I try to shoot someone and they get one shot on me and my sight kicks up everywhere. And I personally like flinch in the game because it does make gunfights take more skill and less melty deaths, and that's fine. But I really, really, really don't like not being able to shoot multiple people, because I've already been shot once, you know, my sights get kicked up everywhere. So flinch will be reduced. David Vonderhaar said so. And I personally like the flinch, but it does need a little bit of a tweak. Going on 9 minutes here, I wanted to say these final words. Black Ops 3 is probably the best Call of Duty I've played from what I've seen on the beta. I loved Black Ops 1 and 2. I had a decent time in Ghosts. MW3 was the first COD that I actually bought and played on my first 360. And World at War, I had a lot of fun on zombies and campaign with my friends. COD 4, I loved on the PC. But I'm sorry, Black Ops 3 just is fun. I played for 5 hours. I didn't even do that well. Actually, I had some frustrating lag too, and I was still smiling through all of it. It was fun. It's an addicting game. I can't wait to play more of it. And I'm not being paid to say this. I'm not being overly positive, and I am trying to be really critical of it. And yes, frustrating things will happen, but they're not miserable. The bad things, I guess I would say, like head glitching. Head glitching is very prominent in Black Ops 3 on Black Ops 3 maps. A lot of lanes you can lock down, and just as bad as it is to get killed by someone head glitching, it's worse to have no head glitch spots and a huge clusterfuck of people just constantly rushing each other. So I like the campy aspect mixed with the rushing, flanking aspect. It works together very well. It helps players, as a game, it helps players get better if they're new. It promotes casual gameplay without ruining the skill gap. There's still a very heavy skill gap in this game, you know, with your specialist and your primary weapons and the way you make your class and the way you traverse the map has a very good skill gap. But it also caters to casual players. It's fun for casual players. And my girlfriend hasn't played COD in months. She wasn't even doing that well, but she was having a ton of fun getting your specialist weapon and getting like 1 or 2 kills with it. Or, you know, it's just fun, you know, wall running and all this stuff is really fun. So it caters to new players and casual players, but without ruining the skill gap and without basically butchering the skills that experienced COD players have learned over years. And the specialist weapons, they're not overpowered, they're not cheap. Just because somebody has a nice weapon in their hands doesn't mean they take any more bullets to kill. It's not like Titanfall or Destiny where if you get your special thing, you're invincible for a bit. No, it's really, really good. I like the specialist balance. No specialist ever really pissed me off, actually, and I played over 47 hours. So anyway, these are my thoughts of Black Ops 3. I'm sorry it's such a long video. I'm surprised if you stayed through all of it, and if you did, good job. But I love Black Ops 3. If you don't know if you're going to pre-order it or not, if you don't know if you really care enough about it to buy it, that's fine, but let me just tell you what I think. I think it's fun. I think we're going to have a great year on Call of Duty. And I don't think I'll see myself putting this game down in the summer like I did with Advanced Warfare. Because actually Advanced Warfare had me bored by February. And Black Ops 3, I played non-stop for all the days of the beta. And I am not even burnt. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really loved playing the Black Ops 3 beta. I highly recommend you guys pre-order it. I'm about to. And yeah, I'll see you guys when I see ya. Goodbye! The truth is, I'm being paid by Activision to say all these things. The game is horrible. Help me, they're watching.